What do you need to do? What are these three? They are the gamification. 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 But in order to fully comprehend this story, you need to understand gamification in this platform. Before you enter this platform and I explain it, you need to understand all about gamification in this platform. To know the difference between these three, and a discussion means question about this lesson or breakfast. Mail. Period time means after the allocated time for the lesson ends. What is this topic, Dr. Sami? Are you going to surprise us or what? We're going to start with gamification. Are you ready? I'll show you the story of what to do. Should I go back or log into administrator.com? How is this story going? Should I go back a bit? And if I go back, what then? Let me log in like this. Here we go. On administrator, before I explain the solution again, go learn the mechanics of gamification here. Click on the word gamification. Yes. Everyone pay attention because this is our platform. This is our platform. Everyone pay attention because this is our platform. This is our platform. This is the control that you manage. You put game mechanism here. Wow. So the game mechanism is like this. I don't know what you're saying, Sammy. You walk through the lesson or the unit or the course. The student, I swear, just logged in here. When they enter the unit, they get a point score, not based on the grading system or the badge system or the level system. This is just theory. It comes based on the levels or based on the incentives or based on the leaderboard. The first step, as soon as you create the lesson, you go to gamification. What is this? What is this? Wait a minute. Where did you get this from, Dr. Sammy? This part is important. The first step, as soon as you go through the lesson, you go to neither the incentive system nor the leaderboard system. The first step is to create the lesson and go to the gamification. And what is this LA system? What is this? Wait. Where did you get this from, Dr. Sammy? What is this part again? This part is important. The first step. As soon as you finish the lesson, go to the... Before you start putting content and before you add anything, set the basics that you will follow. Will you go with the point system or the badge system or the level system or any system? Okay, we'll say, doctor, how do we add the students? And I won't leave you until you become a teacher. But I want you to understand this part first. Now, I have a group, of course. You can close it like this, or you can activate it and turn it off. You can run both together. I'll activate it when the student logs in. When the student enters the lesson, give them a score. Give them a point, not a grade. Give them a point. If the student completes the lesson, then all right, let's say, doctor, how do we add the students? And I won't leave you until you become a teacher, God willing. But I want you to understand this part first. Now, I have a group. Of course, you can close it like this, or you can activate it and turn it off. You can run both together. All right, I'll activate it if the student logs in. When the student enters the lesson, give them a point. Give them a point if the student completes the lesson. Another condition is answering a question to complete the unit. This is worth 2 points, or they must use full time. Remember those 3 buttons. Remember when I opened PowerPoint to change. There were 3 buttons. Press one of the 3 buttons, the checkbox button, and that's the main button. What does it mean? If the student enters the unit, or is there another condition? What is the second condition, Dr. Sammy? The second condition is that in order to complete the unit, he must like this question. Condition: 1 day unemployed, 2 points. And there's another condition that they must take their full time in the unit. Didn't you have 3 buttons? Do you remember them or not? Do you remember when I opened PowerPoint and wanted to make a change? At the top of PowerPoint, there were 3 buttons. Do you remember them or not? Do you remember? Press one of the 3 buttons, the checkbox button, and that's the main button. What does it mean? If the student enters the unit, you're doing it right. If they complete the unit, they get it right. So if they get from the first slide to the last slide, they get it right. So Dr. Sami, I understand from you. I understand you So if he, for example, goes through 3 or 4 slides, he doesn't get it right. Yeah, he doesn't get it right. And he doesn't get 2 points. He has to reach the last slide to give him 2 points. This is a method. Someone said to me, can you make a demand like this, Dr. Sammy? So he goes, mod, 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 and takes it. You have another option. Ask him a question. You can ask him another question. And if he answers, he gets 2 points. If he doesn't, the student could do something else. The student might enter the question first, answer wrong, then find the answer, and come back and answer right. Give him time. You have another option, time, but you have several methods. Dr. Sammy, give him 2 points to complete the unit. I'm moving away from the general education system and games. I'm putting here what? Point. The student enters the unit and gets a point. He gets 2 points. So give him incentives. Give him his points. If he completes all units in the course, how many points? You can give him 10 points. You're in control of these points, okay? So if he completes the course, when does he get a certificate? When does he get the certificate? All right, give him time. You have another option, time. But by the way, you have several methods. So Dr. Sammy, give him 2 points to complete the unit. So I'm moving away from the general education system and games and all that. No, I'm putting here what? Points. The student enters the unit and gets a point. How many points does he get from the unit? He gets 2 points. So give him incentives, give him his points. So if he successfully completes all of the units, how many points do you give him for completing and finishing up with this whole course? You can give him approximately 10 points. That's fine. You're in control of these particular points, okay? Yeah. So if he successfully completes and finishes up with this entire course, when does he get a certificate? When exactly does he receive his certificate after completion? Yeah, he should get a certificate if he scores how many points? He should combine his entry with all the courses he took and the test score, meaning you add these things up for him to get the certificate. For example, we choose to make the certificate on 50 comparisons so that he takes the certificate and takes certificate at the end of the comparison. Here, I'm telling you, if he solves the test that you will mention, how many points do you give him for solving it correctly? For example, 20 points. All right? If he solves the task correctly, how many points do you give him? You give him, for example, 10 points. How much did you get? And by the way, if you put correct here, then it counts. If you didn't put correct, then it doesn't count. All right. Word IL, who is it? Integrated language training. Relates to language matters. If he answers, you can create a survey for him. If he answers the survey, give him 5 points. Now we have 5, 10, 15, 15, and 10, making 25. And here 35 and 20. So let's make the certificate 50 points. He needs 50 to get the certificate. Answer the questionnaire. You are making a time-saving questionnaire. You put a questionnaire in your curriculum and put tasks in it, homework in it, and tests in it, and everything. If it is included, answer the questionnaire and all of this talk. This has 5 points. Survey. Here we have 5, 10, 15, 15 and 10, which makes 25, 25, and here 35, 35, and 20. So we can say, let's set the certificate at the end of 50 points. You have to set it to be 15, 25, 25, 45, 50. So let's make the certificate 50 because here it's more. He needs to score 50 to get the certificate. Is that clear, everyone? This is a kind of motivation. I told you, gamification is what? It's about motivating and exciting the student. And how is that? This is a way. And someone might say, this point system might not motivate the students. It does motivate, and I know how to motivate them very well. And you all will see it now. When Dr. Allah and Dr. Khalid come in, there will be a new competition between them to earn points and get the certificate. This is a way